San Francisco is a city of dreamers and believers, seekers and preachers, people who don't fit in anywhere else and never wanted to anyways. From striking longshoremen and hippies with LSD to gay pride and the building of the World Wide Web, San Francisco has always prided itself on upending the prevailing culture, and it's because of this quality that people don't actually leave their hearts in San Francisco. It's San Francisco that leaves a piece of itself in us. To understand my San Francisco, you need to cruise this city at night. That's when the madness happens. This evening I'll be hanging out with San Francisco's communist poet laureate, dancing with aging drag queens, and visiting a punk rock circus called the Bohemian Carnival. You are young, broke, and beautiful, and I'm about to blow your freaking mind.
So I'm broke-ass Stuart.
I'm a writer, a wanderer, a big mouth, and a seeker of the weird and wonderful. I used to write zines, which turned into travel guides, and now I got a TV show. Each week I'll explore the strange, unique, and fringe elements of a new city, proving that for a broke-ass, life is not about the things that you own, but the stuff that you do.
It goes $1 wonder. Looking for the $1 deal.
Now you might be wondering if you're a broke-ass. If you like dive bars, stiff drinks, and great company, then you're one of us. If you believe that you're more than what you own, then you're one of us. And if you're one of us, then this show is for you. So, are you one of us?
Yo, I never had a Franklin. Ill with the dollar bill anklet. Roll them up like pigs in a blanket. Call it budget.
I'm broke-ass Stuart. I write books, I have fun, and I talk a lot of shit. Now I got a TV show. I'm about to go into one of my favorite bars, not only in the city, one of my favorite bars in the world, Specs. I always say Specs is kind of like a Tom Waits song. Because it just gets this feeling of like it's otherworldly, but still in this world. Despite its associations with weed and LSD, San Francisco is and always has been a drinking city. Big time.
I see you out at every bar now.
It even has its own unofficial drink, Fernet Branca. Made of grape distilled spirits and an almost biblical assortment of herbs and spices, Fernet started out as a drink for old Italian guys in North Beach, but it's now popular citywide. Right now I'm meeting up with one of San Francisco's most respected poets at one of the city's most cherished dives to have its favorite drink. The coolest part about today is I'm hanging out with Jack Hirshman. In terms of interesting characters, there are a few who represent this city's unwillingness to conform better than San Francisco poet laureate and avid communist Jack Hirshman. When faced with the horrors of the Vietnam era, Hirshman forsook a professorship at UCLA in order to become a street poet in North Beach.
Oh, that's some machine you got there.
He decided to create his own version of America rather than take part in the one that had been given to him. Jack, how you doing?
Hey, Stuart.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
I find it interesting that you didn't go to the Haight, that you came to North Beach.
Yes, I can explain that in a certain way. There's a part of me that didn't want to live in the United States. What is this neighborhood? This neighborhood is an Italian neighborhood. It's Chinatown, too. And it's also Place Pigalle, as I call it, Broadway. Now, that's really not... We're not in the United States. We're in America.
Wait, when did you come to North Beach at first?
I came in 1972. I was down in Topanga Canyon.
Did you ever cross paths with Bukowski down there?
Well, of course I knew Charlie.
Why is it that you think that San Francisco's always kind of like been a hotbed for for things that are countercultural?
San Francisco has a particular kind of liberty that New Yorkers or Chicagoans, Los Angelinos do not have. It's still part of the texture of San Franciscans is the gift of the presenting of the art. Okay? Good.
So now we're gonna go to City Lights?
Yeah. Here's the book. That's the arcades.
Oh, wow. And you used to hang out with Ginsberg a lot too, right?
I knew Alan, since 1957.
That's one of the things I love about North Beach is that I come up here and I still see, cats who've been around for a long time still in the neighborhood. You can't find that in New York anymore.
The pressures in New York push those, how you say, the neighborhoods.
Right.
They really change them.
Absolutely.
They really change them. And here, you asked that question, this neighborhood, for me, is still pretty much the same.
You're from hell, Jack.
That's right.
Welcome to the SCO, whatever you need.
Oh my God, look at that coat. If I die and go to heaven, that's what I'm gonna look like. That guy. Every day, just like blossom. I'm Stuart.
Stuart, Lynn.
Lynn, nice to meet you. pick a subject and a price and get a poem.
Yeah, the people choose their own price, you know?
How about the subject will be San Francisco and the weirdos?
I think San Francisco is just a collection of weirdos.
Right,
you know?
absolutely.
You all agreed upon one place.
I don't know they're walking down the street filming.
The jacks of all trades, traders, dealers, and junkies, the eclectic freaks of this town and every town's flunkies. Around you hear the beat, the click, clacks, and yells of yesterday, today, and every day. It is the city now, just as it was yesterday.
Awesome, dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good to meet you, man. Cool, we're finally here at Aunt Charlie's because I'm thirsty. It's actually just a perfectly uniquely San Francisco thing. You can't say anything more about it. It's a strange little dive bar with 70-something-year-old drag queens with good cheap beers where in good company. What more could you ask for? All right. Looking all kinds of lovely back here. What's going on? I'm Stuart.
Ronnie.
Stuart, how you doing? Very classy. Classy. Stuart. You said you were in the carnival?
Yeah, that's how I started out in the carnival.
What kind of carnival? Was it a traveling show?
Yeah.
Or when was that?
In the
In
50s.
the 50s. And you went all around the U.S.? Or?
Honey, I'm 75.
No way. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
Vicky Marlene is a rebel in the truest form of the word. She spent 50 years performing in drag, sometimes getting arrested for it, because she felt it was her finest form of expression. Luckily, she landed in San Francisco, where she finally found a city that let her shine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lady with the liquid spine, Miss Vicky Marlene.
When we were allowed, I was a hoochie coochie dancer. Now, when I wasn't allowed, I worked in the sideshow. She loves this, you know. I was the third and fourth legs for the lady with our legs. I was the alligator skin girl. I was a girl in the iron lung. Got in the box and shoved all the swords and everything. The regular run-of-the-mill carny stuff.
Carnivals just don't really exist like that anymore, like they used to. But you know, but what's funny is they're having a resurgence. You know, we're after this, we're going to the Bohemian Carnival, and it's all like local San Francisco. It comes out of the Burning Man community kind of thing. It's all like, you know, clowns and fire twirlers and, you know, acrobatics and stuff. But it's like having this strange resurgence.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be real cool. I came in expecting a freak show and left with so much respect for these women. Aunt Charlie's has more heart than half the bars in San Francisco combined. Good God.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you're all young, broke, and beautiful.
Yeah! I can't believe there's more after this.
Frisco!
All right, since we're going to the Bohemian Carnival, I figured I might as well, you know, look the part. Had to pull the bow tie out, you know, it's a special night. You know, the funny thing is I'm gonna be the most normal looking person in there. It's gonna be fun. The Bohemian Carnival is San Francisco's most urgent new thumb in the eye to American popular culture. It's where art, performance, sex, and a healthy disregard for normality all collide with old school carnival culture to create a single night of absolute hedonism. Some run away to join the circus, while others run away to live in San Francisco. Those who live here realize it's actually the same thing. We're gonna meet up with my friend Vegas, who's one of the kings of clown-fi and Gooferman, and we're gonna, you know, maybe hang out with him while he gets painted up and pick his brain about what kind of madness this is all about.
Basically, it was the culmination of two different groups. Our band, Gooferman, our friends at Vaudeville Society, who are pure circus, acrobats, aerialists, contortionists, dancers, what have you, you know, fire, everything.
Every year there's a new occasion to dress up and dance in the streets. You know?
There's always. I mean, this is the parade city. Parade every other day. For what's the parade for? Billy got a raise. Let's have a parade.
I'm putting on my skivvies.
I got some new underwear. Let's have a parade. I like to think of it as a Halloween town. I mean, when I got here, it's like, you know, I was the weirdo in my back out east, you know, because I was the one dressed up. Now it's like I'm the least. I'm like, wow, I'm not dressing up enough.
Yeah, Stuart. This is my San Francisco, and I totally wish you were here. Yeah! See you next time on Young, Broken, Beautiful.